Good morning and welcome back to the next trail, which is going to be the Palmetto Passage at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve in Orlando, Florida. This trail is 1.08 miles. There's some caution on this one. There's some difficult and wet terrain ahead. Palmetto Cross is not recommended for novice hikers or children. Appropriate footwear is required and portions of the trail may be flooded. Do not approach or feed wildlife. Enjoy trail at your own risk. Let's go hiking. So today I'm wearing my Osprey Stratos 24-liter backpack, which is filled with all the goodies and essentials, such as my Silva Explorer 2.0 compass, just in case my phone app stops working or I run out of signal. And a phone app that I'm liking more and more each day and getting more interested in is the Footpath app. Other items that I carry, essential, is my Yeti 36-ounce Rambler. And also I carry bear spray, which is the Saber Red. My Trekology hiking poles are with me. And they can be folded down if need be and stowed in my backpack as well. I wear my Tilly hat, and today, not so much sun. We're trying to beat the rain. And the month of May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. So as we go deeper into the trail, we'll talk more and more about the benefits of hiking and just being out in nature. So a couple of vocabulary words that I'm learning, such as the trail tread, which means the actual floor, the ground that we're walking on and their feet are on right now. This is actually has some roots in it, so you got to be mindful about the trail tread on this trail. And there's some leaves and some pine needles, but overall, you know, an easy hike. It's a short distance, 1.08 miles. You can see kind of twists and turns. But again, any trail is a good trail. We're still on the Palmetto Passage here at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve in Orlando, Florida. And you can see the bridge that we're crossing right now, because again, there's a lot of times that this trail may be flooded. So the staff or volunteers, great job putting that bridge in for us. And I was told that there was also another bridge as well that they just built, and I see it there. So I think it's green in color, which is also a color of mental health awareness. I see that. So we're crossing a little bridge now. Looks like a little potential wet area right there. We are paying attention to a couple things on the trail markers. So you can see, this is a good example. You've got an arrow that is encircled in yellow and an arrow that's encircled in blue. So right now we are actually traveling in the direction of the yellow arrow. And if we're going the opposite direction, we would travel in the direction of the blue arrow. So that arrow is pointing this direction. Let's keep hiking. You see it's a little bit darker. It's not an evening hike. This is actually a morning hike. It's just a little bit after 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is starting to sprinkle. And we have our rain jacket. As we are in Florida, rain comes and goes very quickly. So we're very thankful for our Omni Shade rain jacket by Columbia. One of the essential items that I consider to be critical, is my Osprey rain cover for my backpack. My Osprey Stratos 24-liter actually has a compartment that holds the rain cover, which is their iconic, I'm gonna say, lime green. And it is just extremely convenient. So when it starts to sprinkle, obviously I don't want everything wet. So I stop and I put that rain cover on, and we keep hiking, and rain's not going to stop us. So I wanted to say thank you again for being here with me today. Really enjoy exploring new trails and being on the next trail with you. So we're very excited about planning and the logistics that are put into these videos. As we wind through these beautiful curves of this trail, I want to take a moment to talk a little bit more about your sleep and how that impacts your mental health as well. I'm a firm believer in the sleep quality and the quantity that you actually get can definitely help with mental illness and management of mental illness, such as depression, anxiety. We've talked about other videos, different techniques related to sleep hygiene, specifically not getting in bed unless you are sleepy and not tired. So there's a big difference that some folks don't realize right off the bat until they really think about it. So the difference between being tired and sleepy is that being tired is, you're worn out from the day, whatever stressors you have. And, you might yawn a bit and rub your eyes once in a while. However, if you get in bed when you're just simply tired, guess what? You might be counting sheep for a while, which means you might be staring at the ceiling, checking your phone, listening to all the environmental noises, etc. And you may be in bed not sleeping for hours. And that is not good sleep efficiency. So you want to be sleepy. So what that means is you want to have that physical feeling, that physical urge to want to sleep. And you'll know it because a lot of times when you get in bed, when you're sleepy, you'll fall asleep within 15 to 20 minutes or less. So paying attention to your body, your mind. If you have a busy mind, meaning you got racing thoughts, you're worrying, you're anxious before you go to bed, I encourage you to take some time and stop and think, maybe even document on a journal or some type of notes related to maybe what's bothering you, so you can kind of purge it, get it all out on paper. So at least one moment in time, you actually said, look, I'm gonna face this head on. So less likely to hopefully worry about it when you are in bed, sleepy, and trying to fall asleep. So definitely a tip to get that good quality sleep that we all really, really aim for every time we get in bed, and go from there. So we will continue to talk about sleep because, again, I think that is the factor, a major factor in help managing the many mental disorders that we encounter, either ourselves or when we're working with others. This trail has got a caution to it because of areas like this right here. These are the roots that are actually from the trees. And I just wanted to stop for just a second and show you, because this makes this terrain, this trail tread, a little bit different than the others. It's not as flat as some of the others. There's a little bit more elevation. And as we traverse through here, you'll see that it bobs and weaves, and you got to really get closer to nature on this one. And it kind of goes up and down, but using your trekking poles can help you actually maneuver and keep your balance as you go through here. But I want to show you the trail tread that is probably part of that notice that they put out and that caution. And I have a feeling that this little area right here on this trail, on the Palmetto passage, it can flood. So I can already see the mud areas and such. But again, you know what? It's okay. We're going to problem solve it. We're going to get past it. We're going to get through it. And we're going to do it together. I just want to stop real quick and show you a seating area actually on the Palmetto Passage. And you can see that it's just right off the trail, so people can get by and maneuver while you're actually just sitting and soaking in all that nature. So this is about halfway on the Palmetto Passage at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve. So there are areas like this on all the trails, it seems, that there's pavilions. There's also these seating areas as well. Now this trail is well covered per se with areas that there is a canopy over you. So a lot of the trees cover very well, even though it's raining right now. A little bit. Let's say it's sprinkling. It's sprinkling. We still have our Omni-Shade rain jacket on from Colombia. However, we're just preparing, and that's really all you can do a lot of times, especially in Florida, where we are now in Central Florida, where the rain can just pop up, or it can be forecasted and last for hours and maybe even sometimes days. But I wanted to show you this as we continue to hike and really take in this trail, as we know the benefits of hiking, benefits of hiking on mental health, to boost our mood, and to just inspire us to keep moving forward, to make those goals, to reach those goals that have value: family, spirituality, work. And we all have different goals, we all have different values. However, they are attainable. And just like we problem solve these trails and the weather in Central Florida, we can problem solve anything in life if we put our minds to it. I can honestly say that the Palmetto Passage Trail at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve in Central Florida is one of my favorite trails. And it's challenging, and it has that unique trail tread that the other trails do not have. It has choose your own adventure type of turns on the trail, so you can go to the left or to the right. You got to go over roots, and it's just challenging. And it is definitely a distractor sometimes from maybe stress that we may have. However, I really enjoy this trail, and I really appreciate the staff at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve for maintaining this, as well as volunteers, because that's really what it takes to maintain these trails. I am sure I'm glad I have my Trekology trekking poles, because this trail tread is a little tricky. Being able to maneuver up, down, around a lot of this terrain is critical as we're trying to navigate this trail and other trails. So definitely an essential item that I have in my Osprey backpack. And sometimes I will stop on the trail and take a picture, and I also will stop and really just focus on what's in front of me, just like I'm doing now, because these trails offer something that is just extra special. Nature is just amazing, and being in this green space is just a privilege. Being out here it's amazing to be able to see this, experience this, to feel this, to smell this. All my senses are alive. I'm inspired to find that next trail and to bring content like this to you. Like I said, I'm sitting still right here, just standing, but I just want to really just soak this in. And I encourage you to do the same when you're on any trail. Just stop, find a place that you just find amazing, and it's just right in front of you each step of the way. I really appreciate you here with me today, and being able to be out here is just something extra special as we make this content and bring these videos to you. It just brings a internal excitement, an internal drive to want to bring you more and to do more, as well as do more to promote these trails and nature. And I encourage you to do the same. Just being out here in nature, on the trail, listening to the birds chirp is just amazing. Okay, so we're very close to the end of the Palmetto Passage from the direction following the yellow arrows. And the rain held off a little bit. It's sprinkling a little bit. However, you know what? It's okay. We got a rain jacket on. The Omni-Shade Columbia is keeping us dry. The Osprey backpack is covered with its rain cover. And you can see we are coming to some trail markers. I'm gonna go ahead and turn here and show you the trailhead for the Palmetto Passage on the yellow direction, the yellow arrows. So hopefully one day we'll follow the blue arrows the other direction. So I'm really happy that you chose to be here with me today, and I hope to see you again soon on the next trail.